in the building that we'll be playing live, and we're gonna start out actually in Dark Zone South. But there's one other difference that we made is to try to make the Dark Zone. They have their own narrative arc now in a different way than the Dark Zone had in the first game. So how do you build kind of the Dark Zone into the more the narrative?
So again, you know, we're gonna break the fourth wall a little bit and talk to you about game development as well, because when you go into a project like this, there's a whole bunch of different sources and inspirations and things that you want to achieve. And fundamentally, I think it's no secret that we're both passionate about design and gameplay and structure, but you know, narrative and the context and the world is so important. It is that decision that you're going to take to jump into these locations or not. So the Dark Zone conceptually is a place, a forbidden place. It's pushing open those gates and going into this location that is unknown, that feels dangerous, that feels like you're stepping into a forbidden zone. And we wanted to keep that. But we also wanted to lean into what Matthias was saying, which was these unique architectural and city-wise structural differences that we have within this one-to-one recreation of Washington, D.C. So, you know, once we had the locations, once we decided, okay, for these reasons, we're going to create 3 different Dark Zones, then you can look at, okay, but what sort of stories can we construct around this landmark? The landmark being Union Station in Dark Zone East, for example. What could happen there? What could happen in this area in Dark Zone South, next to the wharf, the coastline of the river? What sort of stories could we tell that match the architecture that we're featuring? Lots of interiors, these big government buildings. You know, if you've ever walked around DC, this is a city that is built to exude the power of government, to tell you, okay, this is a place of power. And there's nowhere that states that clearer than Dark Zone South.
Right.
And then in the West, this is Georgetown. Georgetown, if you've ever seen pictures, is possibly, apart from the nature biomes that we have, the nature environments that we have, it's possibly the most different location in any Division game. Go ahead, please. Yeah, cut me off. Do you know who I am? Jeez.
Oh, I'm not supposed to bump the table.
No, but
typical.
You're crossing all the lines, man.
Community.
So
people.
As I was saying, it's if I'm talking too much, just tell me.
No. I just wanted to point out to people that we will be actually showing gameplay from Georgetown later on, so you'll actually get to see what Julian is talking about.
Perfect.
That's what I was going to say.
That's pretty much the first time we show that, apart from the mixer stream.
Exactly.
But Georgetown, much lower buildings. You know, it's almost European feel. Very different buildings, so every building feels very different. Tight corners, canals. It has a very European feel to it. So imagine a Dark Zone covered in this mysterious yellow powder, DC-62, and exploring that. And narrative is super important. And we know that we have a type of player like me who is a little bit intimidated by the Dark Zone.
I'm just a tiny bit intimidated by this.
Tiny bit intimidated. But there are stories, there's gameplay, there's landmarks, there's things to discover lore-wise, collectible-wise, and we have introduction missions where we're going to send you into each of the Dark Zones sequentially. You know, you hit a level cap, you get an introduction mission. They're not mandatory. You don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. It's an activity that's always going to be there for you, though.
Yeah.
And those introduction missions introduce you to what created those Dark Zones, what makes them unique, what makes them stand out. I could tell you the stories, but I want to keep that for players to discover as well.
Yeah, but and they're also a great introduction to kind of the key ingredients, extraction, you know, acquiring gear that you need to get out of the Dark Zone through extraction. So it's a nice soft, you know, ramp up to going in to a Dark Zone that is then populated by other players. I'm trying to say.
Yeah. That's the thing. Sorry.
No.
Please,
Julian, after
please.
you. After you.
No, please.
After you. I was just going to say, we from the gameplay that we're showing right now, we're not doing the introductory missions. We just jumped straight into Dark Zone South.
Okay.
And now, Julian, go on.
No, I was going to say, I got so carried away because really what I love, I don't particularly love being on camera and doing streams and stuff like that. But what I do love...
You make it look so good.
Thank you. Note that down for his performance review. No, but what I do love is talking passionately about the game. And here I forgot completely to say that it was an atypical PvP, PvE, PvP space, which, you know, we're assuming people know, but not everybody knows that. So that's where the intimidation comes too. It's not only that there are enemies that are super tough in the Dark Zone, it's also other players. And for me, the most intimidating part has always been other players. Mm-hmm. And one of our focuses on this game, Division 2, has been how can we make the Dark Zone into a fairer place, a fairer playing field, a deeper playing field as well. And we've got a lot of design elements and rules and loops there that really are conducive to guiding players who are maybe a little bit intimidated, but want that risk-reward challenge, want that intensity into the Dark Zone, which is, you know, a fair space of the map when you think about it. So dedicating all of that space only to, you know, the most hardcore of the hardcore wasn't exactly what we wanted to do. But we have something for them too.
We have something for them as well. Let's take a look at the gameplay here, because for the loop that you were talking about, so there's been changes made to the rogue mechanics. We just maybe say that the rogue kind of concept has expanded a little bit in the Division 2. So I'm not sure where you are now, but if you could go rogue at some point, I'm going to talk a little bit about that.
It looks that we're looking at this quite tiny screen.
They are actually on the rogue loop already. They have gone rogue. They've started to do the rogue activities. We're seeing a terminal here. So tell us a little about the new rogue. What are they actually doing?
Well, right here, what you saw there, that they were interacting with a shade terminal in the Dark Zone, but it needs a little bit of setup. So first of all, for people who don't know at all, rogue was, you know, getting a skull above your head. This is in the original, you know, when we released the Division 1, saying this player has killed another player, and it's now, you know, fair game to take this player out without consequence, but that player stands to lose a lot potentially, right? So, of course, that is still in the Division 2, where you can choose to go rogue, take another player, and then keep escalating that all the way up to triggering a manhunt. And we wanted to extend that experience towards something a little less intimidating maybe than engaging with another player in full-on PvP, where things like opportunism, greed, you know,
selfishness.
Yeah, you could say even selfishness can also be, you know, the entry point into the rogue loop. So that's what we call rogue action. So things like deciding to take an entire supply drop for yourself instead of sharing it will flag your rogue and set you on into this little journey, which is what they're doing here, I think. Yes.
Yes, they've actually already gone through the whole thing. They've unlocked the Thieves' Den, which we'll touch upon in a couple of minutes. But
right. So
as we said, anything can happen. So they've been playing and we've been talking. So
for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, so in the middle of the rogue loop, they're doing these. They're grabbing the terminals, grabbing chests.
Yes. So from here on, of course, they can continue to escalate this into actually, and it also marks the end of that loop. So.
And
I think they're actually in the Thieves' Den.
And this Thieves' Den is very different from the Shade Safe House that's also located in the Dark Zone. So
you can find these in sewers. You can find them in
different entry points. It's always going to be a surprise because you have to triangulate their location. So we don't want everybody sort of aiming for the same location every time. So there's a randomization there. So we're using different locations within the map. Manhole covers, for example, entryways, doors, as potentially the entrance into the Thieves' Den.
And also exiting, like little tricks to make sure that, okay, but you might think that like what stops other players from just waiting outside the door. On exit, you will emerge somewhere else.
Yeah. So one of the things we didn't talk about, and I know that people are curious about, the VoIP rules. So we're getting a lot of questions on those. But what I would love is for you to ask the Red Storm team about that, so it clears it up for everybody.
Yeah, there's been a whole bunch of questions exactly what we're doing with VoIP. So
yep, and
we're going to bug Red Storm about it.
And it's complex. But the idea there is that we want to reduce the toxicity. Again, it's this single-minded nature of trying to make the Dark Zone a fairer, more fun place to be in, despite, you know, the added intensity of being in a location where anything can happen. It's a PvP-enabled space. But we're also going to normalize the regular Dark Zones. And again, normalization, don't be scared of it. Red Storm's going to jump in and explain exactly what they have in mind. Your build still matters. Your build choices still matter. What you're using, your equipment, your gear still matters. It just levels the playing field for everybody. So it makes it more skill focused than anything else. Yeah. Still not a good idea for me to engage in PvP, but it creates that level playing field.
But actually, that brings up a good question compared to, or also related to kind of what they're doing right now. We're talking about being scared of going into the Dark Zone. I mean, our viewers have been making fun of me for a long time for mainly doing PvE because I'm scared. What does this bring for a PvE player? Because I felt that the first time I played this build and I was running around doing these rogue actions, and I knew there were other employees out there hunting for it, I felt as a PvE player that this is something that I want to do. This is something that I want to experience. I can see myself going into the Dark Zone much more now than I could in the first game because I'm scared. And
well, do you want to jump in on that?
Sure. It's I mean, like any well-crafted experience, there's this tapestry of features and rule set and design decision that create that result, right? So I think there are many things contributing to why it's a more PvE-only friendly experience. One of them being what I just described with that rogue loop, where you can get the thrill of other players being present, almost seeing them like the ultimate enemies of the Dark Zone, but you don't have to engage with them to get that enjoyment. And other things like uncontaminated loot, which I think is very important in Green. Yeah, where really I would say the most distilled moment of tension and excitement in the Dark Zone is when you found something that you really want, and you have to extract it. Shooting that flare, you're visible to everyone. People know there's an extraction going on. I have to be in this place for this amount of time to successfully get my stuff. We don't want to screw with that. So that's of course still in the game. I'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're heading to an extraction or what's actually going on. They're not.
They're not.
So far, live gameplay.
I'm sure we'll see it in a bit. But what we've done is that we've added loot into the Dark Zone that goes direct to inventory. And this is also to make it a slightly more predictably rewarding experience for the time that you invest. But it also means that you don't necessarily have to expose yourself through an extraction, which is very exposing, right, to other players. Yeah. But the contaminated loot, however,
I was about to say the flip side of having access to non-contaminated loot is that the contaminated loot that you get, we're going to strive to make that even more relevant to you.
Right.
So behind the scenes, what we do is that yellow bag, once you get one, you don't know what's in there. You have to extract it to know what it's going to be. And we can predictably roll behind the scenes something that's going to be more useful for you. So that's a huge deal. So that means that when you see a yellow bag, when you see some piece of contaminated loot, that's going to be worth extracting. So that creates that, real desire to, okay, this is going to be predictably better than anything else.
Right. But I can still feel, because that's a fear now going in. I only have my contaminated loot, but now I always get rewarded anyway, in a sense.
Yeah.
As long as I pulled something off inside the
door. Your time is always going to be rewarded.
Yep.
You're always going to get a non-contaminated loot for playing in the DZ.
All right, so I'm being told we're actually going to jump over Dark Zone and PvP.
Fantastic. So where about?
Huh?
Which dark zone?
I do not know yet.
Okay.
One of the dark zones to be decided. Speaking of, we talked about going rogue now, and as you said in the first game, kind of going rogue entails everything. It entails cutting the rope, for example, and it entails killing other players. And of course, as implied by our discussions, that's still something you can do in the dark zone,
of course,
or the dark zones, obviously. So how does that work in the Division 2? Like you go rogue, you steal stuff, and then you go disavowed.
Yeah, so I think I just want to make it really clear that these are not, don't think about this as different, disconnected experiences. No. It's really about one long gradient where you chose where to come in and how far to go. So we already covered the greed stealing part of going rogue, but disavowed is what we call the act of actually killing another player now. So that's when you get flagged in a different way. It's clear to everyone like this player's now taken a life.
Yep.
And
I'm really hoping on the gameplay here that they will find another team and hunt them down.
They should.
Or get wrecked. Yeah. I don't mind either way. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, but and then of course that is, if you want to, the beginning of a journey all the way up to triggering Manhunt. Right. Where Golden Skull, that's not going to time out, right? So this very similar to the first game. Clearing Manhunt status is a matter of going to these terminals, right? But what we added now in Division 2 is the ability to, once you get to one, because you're going to have 3 active, choose to elevate your status even further, reducing your way out, so to say, to now 2. And then you can do that again and have 1 left, which is really about giving players more tools who like that experience to kind of tailor it to how much risk reward do I want? How much do I think we can handle? Or alone too, if you're so inclined.
And what we're seeing here, I mean, we're just by a canal. One of the canals of the dark zone, and you'll notice that Georgetown, Dark Zone West, is the location where, and I'm not giving away too much, but this is where the DC-62, the yellow powder, was sprayed to try and contain the virus, to try and neutralize the effects of the virus. Didn't work out. Within the context of what was happening at the time, it turned out that this was ultra toxic. So you're going in. This is a dangerous place. There's lots and lots of stuff. It's absolutely gorgeous. There are so many things to discover here. And as you can see, it looks so different from the rest of the map.
This is such a serene scene as well until you start looking at the details. That's when it gets kind of gritty.
Yeah. The bodies in the water, that type of thing. But we're not here to do sightseeing either. I mean, if you can go manhunt, that'd be great, because it is a loop that is super risk reward focused, and we do know that a lot of players love that loop. So this allows them to keep chaining those timers and to get as much from it as possible.
Sorry?
No.
I thought you were going to say something.
Just so polite.
Excuse me.
Connected though to the Dark Zone experience and the Dark Zone progression are new. Speaking of risk reward, gaining something that you might actually lose later on, the Dark Zone perks.
Yep. Now the Dark Zone perks, something that I think is awesome, and you're going to get perks based on your levels, which is what we're calling ranks for the Division 2. And we have 50 levels. Straight away, you're going to get some great perks. I think it's level 1, you get to carry 1 extra item for extraction. But then it goes to things that are so cool, like lowering the extraction timer. So these things, you're not going to want to lose these perks. So you're going to want to defend your Dark Zone level as much as possible. So again, it's little things like this that increase the depth of what we're proposing to all types of players in the Dark Zone. And that extends to one of the things that I know that Terry is so passionate about, which are the occupied dark zones.
Right.
Matthias, do you want to take us through what occupied dark zones are?
And we're gonna wrap everything up because we're kind of running out of time because we're really good at talking.
All right.
But we're gonna tease because there is something for you're talking about the people who really enjoys the manhunt loops.
Yep.
There usually are very hardcore players.
Yeah.
We do have something special planned for them as well.
Yeah, and it's really, we, the dev team, we're very excited about the original, very raw, vanilla Dark Zone that we launched with.
Friendly fire.
And we know that there's a sizable part of the Division community that love that experience. So this is yet another thing that we can do given the fact that we have more than one. We have 3 Dark Zones. So any given time in endgame, one of them will be what we call occupied. And what that means is really that there's always going to be a place for players to go and have that original experience, meaning no normalization, friendly fire is always on, and risk reward is really turned to 11. So it's the place, if you like that experience of complete ambiguity, but also it's not just my player skill alone, it's really also my build versus yours. That's the place to go. And the cool thing with 3 is that this will rotate on a certain schedule. So it's not like, oh, if I want to play occupied, I'm stuck with playing only South, for example. Like it will change so that you really get to experience all 3, no matter what is your primary preference.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And for me personally, staying the hell out of that.
Yeah,
that's just me. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you.
Been fantastic. We could obviously talk about the Dark Zone for a long time, but we need to cut it. I think our producers back there are going crazy.
And when you have a game with such stat diversity like we do, it was sort of a
it's a
no-brainer.
It's a super important layer. But I think what you pointed out, right? We had the concept of normalization in the first game, but that's the key thing. Is normalization is just an idea, and you can apply it in all sorts of different ways. So we've completely redone our normalization system from the first game to work with all the improvements to the RPG that are in the Division 2.
Yep. Let's not go deeper into that at the moment, but we can say that it applies to everything. It applies not only to the organized PvP modes, but it also outside of the occupied Dark Zones applied to the Dark Zone as well.
And that was super cool for us to be able to have the occupied Dark Zones, a place where we can say, in contrast to the normal Dark Zones and organized PvP, okay, here you go. You have your full statistical advantage that you've spent a lot of time working on. Go have fun together. Go play with each other. Shoot each other.
Yeah, and then that core idea of normalization this time is, we're not just pushing everyone to the exact same power level. We're taking your build and making it still really matter, but we're kind of getting rid of those really high peaks of damage output and those really high sustainability builds and pulling everyone a little bit more in focus.
I think it's important to note too that there are a lot of details to this normalization plan that we haven't discussed yet, but just imagine that if we're setting a bar for normalization, if you're under that bar, we help you move up to the bar. And if you're over that bar, players that are over that normalization standards position, you're going to receive some statistical bonuses for being over. And they're not huge advantages, but they are in fact advantages.
And they make your time and your build and your choices still matter, right? Still be felt.
Yeah, and I think one thing I think you should talk about, Keith, is the fact that this normalization allows us to keep PvP and PvE separate.
Yeah, I think that's one of the core things. Is normalization isn't just
the first game and of course domination. But let's talk about Skirmish first. It's a classic making its return, but there's been tweaks to the formula.
Yeah, absolutely. There have been. I think maybe Skirmish by name is about the only thing we took. The design team and Keith worked hard to sort of reimagine what Skirmish was.
Yeah, and there were a couple goals that we had in mind, right? And the main one is we wanted to make it a more team-based tactical experience, but still, obviously, at its core, team deathmatch. So this time, instead of just trying to rack up kills as fast as possible, you have a set number of respawns, and you're trying to deplete the other team's respawns. And just that little mental shift makes you hang back, fight more as a team, makes you care more about each death. And it allowed us to do something that I think is really exciting, which is once the respawns are depleted, it kicks you into a team elimination phase. And it has this feeling of you're never completely out of the fight, right? You might be all the way down into the elimination phase. It's just you and one buddy. And, you know, if you can stage a comeback from that point and deplete all the other team's respawns, get those final eliminations and still win. It just feels a lot more like we have exciting comebacks and really tactical team-based play.
Yeah, you're not just moving towards a frag count.
Yeah.
And we put a lot of work into the spectator cam. The team crushed it, and there's a real fun element to getting into that sort of elimination mode where you get to watch your teammates and see them really shine.
And see them rally.
Yeah.
Yep.
One thing we had in Last Stand, for example, in the first games are the boosts that are available to you scattered throughout the map. Can you tell us a little bit about those and how they work?
Yeah, go for it, Keith.
Yeah, so the idea is across the whole conflict, which is kind of the platform for these PvP game modes, we want to have some connecting ideas, and one of those are the boosts. So in all these modes, you'll have these passive perks that can come online that you can go claim as an objective for your team, and you don't know exactly what you're going to get out of it, but it's going to give you some little advantage. In Domination, it might increase your score count. In Team Deathmatch, it might give you extra armor for a little bit across your...
Start from scratch. You were able to build custom map from the ground up. Yeah,
the PvP experience as a starting pillar, you know, included from the get-go. How do you make the best PvP experience? Well, it starts with the maps. And we knew that this was the perfect time for us to get the LDs and the LAs and the level designers and the level artists in there and make real PvP maps for the first time in the division.
Yeah, there's no nothing here where you're kind of serving two very different types of gameplay, right? So every decision that's made from the level design standpoint is all about what's going to create fair tactical PvP. And it allows us to explore some spaces that aren't inside the rest of the DC space.
Yeah, they're beautiful. We can see my favorite in the background, and just because I said that out loud, I forgot the name of it, but it's beautiful.
Capital Ruins.
Capital
Ruins.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that's inspired by a real location in DC, you know, where you can go and there's, you know, pieces of the old White House that were sort of discarded in a park. I don't remember the name of the park offhand, but it's all there and it's surrounded by vegetation, and it was a perfect place for a map.
Yeah, something so distinct, you know, from the rest of the Dark Zone and other places you're going to be PvPing.
Yeah,
absolutely beautiful. So
thanks, bud.
One thing also coming from the first game is one concept that's been a big part of the discussions around the first game is time to kill.
Mm-hmm.
And how does that differ in because fights in the first game can get quite long. So how does that work in the second game? How did you approach that?
Well, as again a high level experience, Keith can go into some of the details, but we wanted players to be able to, I'm going to just say a term we used here, wanted players to be able to outmap each other.
Yeah.
So flanking and, you know, map tactics and team tactics, we wanted it to matter. So often, you know, it was common in the Dark Zone and some of the later skirmish maps to, you know, successfully flank a person, and then because of the mechanics we used, maybe the kill didn't happen as you had anticipated. And now with kill times, how they're currently being set, you can absolutely get the jump on someone and get the kill.
Yeah, there's just because of like the core changes to the feel of combat across the entire Division 2 experience, there were just so many little changes that improved PvP overall. So I think gunplay feels really awesome. It has a real impact to it, and the time to kill damage is just higher in general. A lot of the just healing in general is so reworked from the first game. So there's no instant pop heals. There's no, I was almost dead, but then I popped an instant heal and I'm right back in the fight, right? Healing is always over time, and you really have to get safe and get in cover to successfully pull off those kind of clutch heal moments. And it lets the fights actually resolve, and it feels really good.
Yeah, there's no doubt that PvP, well, of course, you can run up and try to face tank.
Sure.
And this is an RPG, and there are skills.
And there are shotguns. You don't want to get in there.
Yeah. But you better use cover, and it's pretty deadly, and it's very exciting to play. You want to talk about a rush? Every time we play test, there's always some extraordinary moments where somebody pulls off an amazing, like especially in Georgetown. Anyway, I'm sorry going off on a tangent. It feels really good to have kill times that we do and have it be able to mix and mash with, what we consider division, skills and stuff like that. It feels really good.
Yeah, I don't think we would have been able to pull off really this very focused domination experience as well as we have with the first game's mechanics. I think getting in there and actually being in cover and really being scared about people encroaching your space, it just makes it feel so much better.
You know what I want to talk about real quick? Sorry, tangent. I want to talk about the domination points and the passive and active stuff.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Go. You should talk. You're smarter than me. Go.
That's not true. Yeah. So the idea, domination. I think everyone kind of understands how it works. And we have a lot of those tried and true mechanics, right? You get inside the zone. The more people you have inside the zone, you're going to capture faster. You can overtake the other team. But there's another component to capturing objectives in this game, which I think is really interesting. And it's this active capture. So you can, rush into the middle and actually interact on the crate, and you can steal it much faster and kind of overtake it from another team, even if they were inside of it. So you can try to sneak in, or maybe you've cleared out the other team and you want to capture it really quick before they get back into the fight. And it adds this other layer of decision making that I think really kind of elevates this version of domination.
Yeah, it feels really good to be able to have choice with the domination point and how you want to approach it as a team. You want to sit back, take cover, go passive. You want to cover a man who's going to run in and try to actively capture it. Of course, you're exposed when you're actively capturing.
And you get these hero moments, right? Like a lot of the time, it's 2 teams of 4 clashing on B, and your whole team gets wiped out. You get the final kill, and you have 5 seconds before the other team is going to start edging back in on you.
Yeah.
And you're talking over comms and you get that capture and it feels awesome.
Yeah, that's another thing. You're talking about respawns. Something we've changed from the first game is
you're just taking points from my lists here now, Terry.
Sorry, buddy.
No. Let's pretend I asked that question. Let's talk about respawns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go. Wave spawning, go.
Well, just wave spawning in general, we've done a lot of things to the spawn system to try to improve it from the first game. You'll notice the wave spawn makes it, you'll die and you might have 10, 15 seconds to wait until that next spawn wave comes in, but it lets your group kind of group back up, all come back in together, do a really focused push back into the match. And then we've also done a lot of stuff to, alleviate spawn camping and try to just make it a better overall PvP experience. So all the maps have spawn flipping integrated. So if a team pushes too far into your spawn area, or there's too many kills inside the spawn area, that'll flip, and it kind of just keeps the matches more balanced, gets rid of these really runaway 10-2 sort of matches.
Yep.
And speaking of keeping those fights that way, it's no secret that I'm absolutely rubbish at PvP. So when matchmaking into PvP, what can I expect? Like, how will the matchmaking work?
Well, it's a skill-based matchmaking system. I know Keith is probably going to talk about this, but we're a part of the wonderful organization of Ubisoft, and we had the opportunity to really talk to a lot of other teams, how they use matchmaking and the strong parts about it, and we've integrated a lot of those learnings into the division PvP. So, from a vision or a direction standpoint, I wanted to make sure that players always felt comfortable that they were playing against people near their skill level, and skill-based matchmaking was the obvious choice.
Yeah, and it's very different from what we did before. We've kind of focused it down so that your wins and your losses really matter, and that's going to change who you're playing with. And the goal is, after this game's out in the wild just for a little bit, you'll start getting really, really much more balanced matches.
Yep.
All right, looking forward to actually playing as people who won't kill me in 2 seconds. They probably will anyway.
They still might do that.
Yeah.
They still might do that.
He's better than he's saying. I've played PvP with him.
Yeah, he's
being very modest.
Yeah, you're being so modest. Better.
Yeah, I think I should change that to just being happy that we'll never have to fight you guys. Because
that's right.
It'd be over.
Ella, she's the one.
Ella?
Yeah, she's really
she's
good
the one.
PvP.
Yeah, she's the one. She'll wreck us all. Wreck is the word you use, right? Okay,
Wreck?
so
Yeah, you sound cool.
oh, thank you. I feel much better now. Hi, Hamish.
There's an echo?
There's.
All right, I'm going to have to come fix something. All right. Can you mute my mic?
Live TV, everyone. So we're
Don't talk. Just show the game. Then there's no echo. Oh, they heard us all along. There you are.
Now I'm on the internet. It's pretty good. I'm going to go back and get you because I feel alone in the dark zone. No game sound?
It just needs to...
Next to me, he knows what I'm talking about. Just spent an hour, a little bit more playing the game for us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Frederick. That's me. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready to go? Do we have in-game audio? We have the webcams. We have everything.
Can you mute me for just a sec? Yeah.
Feels weird not to have OBS up, but that's okay. I have no idea how stupid I look right now.
All right.
I'd like to feel comfortable in feeling stupid. All right, so we're gonna try to look at the chat now.
Yeah?
Hamish is talking.
Can you hear me? All right.
Hamish looking fly as usual.
No.
Streckenbar says so, so it's true.
I'm wearing a Division 1 hat, so I don't know if that's...
I mean, that's a pretty good hat. There's actually no other players around.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
That's fine.
Take me on a tour.
I'm going to take you on a tour. I hardly find my way around here. Frederick, where should we go? You know this.
Let's do landmark.
Let's do a landmark.
All right.
Let's do not a... Which one should we do? Okay, let's go do the DC-62 plant. Okay, I shouldn't do that one. I'm being... That one? Oh, let's go to the Ruined Harbor. That's a great idea. Let's go there. All right, where are we? Oh, there we are. So how does it feel, Hamish?
Oh man, it feels weird because I haven't played in so long. It feels really good though, man. Like, I was saying to someone the other day that Division has been, I don't know, I've been here like almost to 60 years now. So like 6 years later and playing the Division 2 for the first time on stream is kind of, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty damn cool.
All right.
So this is, I'm trying to remember. Well, okay. Hello, guys. Got some True Sons up here.
Oh wait, I wasn't paying attention to you. I'm coming.
So rude. What skills do I have?
I think.
I have the Hive. That's the wrong Hive. I pressed the wrong button. I can't play the game.
Where do you come from?
Where do you come from? Okay. So I'm in a fight. No game audio, they say again. That audio in general is low. What other weapon do I have? Oh, shotgun. Okay.
I need a change back.
Yeah, you do. Oh, goddammit. And again, as we said before, this is a development build. Bugs might happen. Balance might be off, etc.
This grenade launcher is so sick. Ah! Okay, I'm in a really bad
So
position.
that's what happened. We have an elite over here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get line of sight on him.
Hey, Carlson, come back here.
There's a guy.
Nice headshots. I got a feeling you're being sarcastic.
I got this. It's fine.
No! Oh, I thought it was you. I'm not paying attention as much as I should. I'm trying to figure out when was the last time we streamed.
I'm gonna
The Division
deconstruct
2
all
at
this
the
loot
E3, of
because
course.
I'm super savage. Yeah.
Incoming hostiles detected.
All right.
All right.
We've got him now.
Whoops, where are they coming from?
Oh no! I'm taking so much damage. I'm gonna die. Oh.
Look at my sick headshots.
Hold V. No, I'm dead. All right.
Oh, crap.
It's on you, man.
Oh no.
I am dead.
No.
Although I can select a respawn point. I believe in you, man. You got this.
Of course. I'm not used to playing with shotguns. And then, whoa. Okay, so one thing. Huh? What are you?
You have to pause the internet to pause this game. Can you?
No, I know there's no pause button. I work with the most sarcastic team. This is my life.
I believe in you.
I believe in myself.
Do you have a special weapon on 4? What you got?
Yes, I actually do have some ammo for that.
There you go. You're a
Well,
crossbow, man.
But I was focusing on the fact that I was aiming instead of... There we go. Right, that felt good.
Holy shit! Look!
Oh dear. Are you coming back? What are you doing?
I'm watching you. I could come back. Do you want me to come back?
Yes, please.
All right.
I could use all the help I can get.
All right. Okay.
Eat this!
No. We have a
Alright, what's the
question from the
question
chat. Bring it.
Is this recorded gameplay?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
We're recording it right now.
Yeah.
No, it's not recorded gameplay. What do you want us to do? How do you want me to prove that it's not recorded gameplay? Jumping jacks?
Wait.
Okay, but I need to
Are
find...
remotes in this build?
I think so. There should be. No, I want the jumping jacks now. Jumping jacks. Then again, that could all be a conspiracy.
It's just a huge coincidence.
Jumping jacks
And
are
maybe
such an iconic emote.
Ella recorded her reaction to a question that never actually came up.
Exactly, because we knew it was going to be asked.
There you go.
Okay. I was trying to say something before. Right, we streamed during E3. We streamed the game, of course, a lot. We did a lot of streaming then. But I think this is the first time
This is definitely the first time.
we're doing any streaming, right?
Yeah. The one thing I would say, which is I know a lot of people in chat are talking about it, like, oh, is this on PC? The graphics and things. So one of the things that we talked about before, but didn't really go into detail on, is that this is a development build. That means there are certain things turned off. One of those, for example, are you done? All right. I'm trying to say something really astute and like. and stuff. Anyway, one of the things that
I spectate you.
For example, that is turned off is like object detail is set to like 10%. What? Someone went rogue on my butt.
What?
I bet you it was Bruce.
Bruce is still here?
I don't know. Someone's still here.
Okay, I need to
detail
respawn
is set
now. I need to get back into
10%,
this.
for example. So, in reality, that won't be the way it goes, because that makes no sense. And also things like post effects, anti-aliasing are turned off in this build. It makes sense for us, especially when we have not everyone in massive or people doing testing is running a like a 1080 Ti. It doesn't necessarily. Well, hang on, I actually got someone. Oh yeah. Sorry.
All right, I'll be responding.
I don't know if anyone saw that because
there
there's
were-
no way for them to see that. But yes, so yes, it's a development build. What?
What happened?
Are we okay? All right, it's a development build. A lot of things are turned off for testing purposes. What?
The echo's back. So should I just run to Hamish?
Is it the webcam? Can you find the webcam in the audio list? Okay, hang on. I'll be back in a sec.
I'll be
Can you
running
mute
back
me?
to Hamish and making sure that Bruce isn't around. Somebody pointed out, I'm Hawk, I think. What's that name? I'm bad at names. That I didn't use. Oh. Echo is back. Hamish cam gone. Can I talk? Okay, I can talk now. I'm allowed to talk again. Felt a bit weird. There. Oh no! Wild Arms 2. If you go rogue now and kill Hamish, I should have done that.
Am I unmuted now? Yeah. Okay. So again, apologies everyone. This is a work in progress. This is the first time that we've used this setup for streaming. It's by far the most ambitious.
It's actually the first time we do a dual stream on this setup, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So we've been like running around throwing this all together. I was in Paris yesterday, so that was a really bad time to go to Paris. But works do happen. So again, so Cheeky Chim saying graphics do seem downgraded. If you're just tuning in, one of the things that I was just mentioning is that since this is a development build, a lot of those things that make the game look good are turned off. Actually, Peter, could you go into those options for me when you are not in combat?
Huh?
Are you in combat right now?
Yeah, we can't really go into those things.
All right. Anyway, what I said before, object detail is turned to basically nothing, so that's why a lot of things look really simplified and basic and all of that. We do those things for internal testing to make sure that people who are testing on things like super old GPUs and that sort of stuff can still join the test, so we get masses of people and that sort of thing. So, yes, anyway, you understand. Use our smart people. I know that you know what I'm talking about.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gotcha. Whoa.
Whoa, is that you?
No.
What? Yes, it is.
Oh, it's this guy right in my face.
All right.
Holy moly.
DZ level up, man. I'm level 2 now.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
So
Stick some stuff.
can we go and I haven't done an extraction in the Division 2. Would you mind if we
Do we have any? I'm not sure we have any.
Oh, there's people.
What? Wrong button. Wrong button.
All right, seeking mine out. Got him.
Are you getting them?
Landmark.
I'm the best at assault rifles. I'm just saying.
That's true.
It's
Landmark has been
that's
cleared.
all I ever do.
Landmark spotted.
Okay. Where can we extract from? Oh, there's a southern extraction. Let's head over there.
Okay, let's go.
Peter, so for the people at home, do they know what? Oh, I got to pick up this contaminated loot. Do they know what kind of loadout you're running and that sort of thing?
I'm running with the crossbow. I have the healing hive, whatever that's really called, and the pulse, I believe.
Don't open the menu. I can open the menu because people can't see it.
Haha.
So.
Okay, so let's actually go rogue.
What?
Now we just went rogue. We hacked one of the terminals.
Thanks, Dad.
Let's see if we can actually make it to the thieves' den that we were talking about before. Let's see if we can reach the thieves' den. Let's see if we can go for an extraction.
Dude, that's serious
I mean, I
business. I'm
say
not ready
this
for
like this actually
I hope everyone's
scary,
gone
but-
home because they technically are on overtime right now. So if we can just hopefully the server is empty. Please.
I hope so, but I
Rogue
don't trust
action.
that Bruce guy.
All right. Says rogue action 90 meters away.
So
But yeah.
let's find more terminals to hack. Perhaps a couple of chests to pick. This is super cool.
We are in Dark Zone West. So we
That's
haven't actually
amazing.
gone into this much detail on the stream, well, on any stream before, about this one. All right, I
need to
think we've got to
get-
go up
so-
this ramp.
Yeah, I'm up the ramp already.
okay.
You
Fine.
can see that we do have the rogue timer on this, so we need to find one of those terminals or something quite soon, in 23 seconds even. There's one over here. Will I make it? This map, I see people praising the map in chat right now.
Oh, yeah, how do we get up
It is
there?
amazing. Oh, wrong button. Okay, so we have a thief stance triangulation of 25% so far.
I have no idea how you got up there.
I just ran across the ramp down on the other side.
Okay, so there must be a way to
place
get up
is-
these buildings. I'll try and head around to find it.
All right, do it.
Hammer,
I'm
Yo!
gonna-
someone asked if someone kicked you out of your Engon hidey hole.
No, I still have many hidey holes around the building. That's kind of been my whole MO for the past few years, is how many hidey holes can I generate. This was the original hidey hole, right here, which is, received some upgrades. But Gabe has made the Engon hidey hole smell really bad, so I decided to leave.
Whoa.
I'm lying. It's fine.
Okay, I found something to pick here. Up.
Hamish is lost. Yeah, I am. No, but I've actually managed to find another rogue action, which I'm just about to hack. Hacking
Awesome.
SHD network right now.
We're
So
building that up. We're at 65% now.
there we go. All right.
All right, so
you
this
can-
is what we talked about during the special report as well. Going rogue now does not automatically mean that you're killing other players. You have this whole other game loop of trying to find these rogue actions, steal stuff, hack terminals, maybe even steal stuff from other players. That's not about killing. So it's more about the greed. It's more about being selfish and grabbing stuff for you and your team. And then the goal of this is one of the goals of this is to find the thieves' den where you can grab a couple of good rewards and
All right. I just hacked that one.
reset.
Sorry, dude.
Okay, great. Oh, we're back together again.
Hi.
But it's also, as Matthias said, it's kind of a curve. So this would essentially just follow the curve. Then you'd get up to manhunt if you start doing do these rogue actions, and then from there you get kind of tempted to shoot that guy in the back, and then you do that, and then you go disavowed, and then you keep going. Get to
Sorry.
manhunt. Whoa, can I trust you?
Don't.
And from there, the manhunt terminal starts popping up.
Sorry, I'll stop trolling you now.
Please do.
Okay. There's. Oh, sorry,
You
I
can
make
always
planes.
troll me.
This is fine.
I'm trying to not spin the camera too fast with the mouse
Okay.
to make sure that people actually get to see how beautiful this place is.
Extraction helo, almost within range.
Okay. Ooh, inbound southern extraction. Oh yeah, that was
Wait,
the one that we might have called in. Anyway, let's leave that southern extraction. I guess that's someone. No, was that someone else?
Did
was
you
called in
call
an
that?
extraction?
Is it Bruce?
Wait,
I want to find Bruce in that
I'm
case.
sure Bruce is still here.
Frying Pandroids wants you and me to say hello to them and make them feel validated and alive. Is that
Hi.
something we want to do?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Frying Pandroid. It's so nice to see all these names in chat. We missed you like crazy. We missed doing these streams. We're super happy to finally get slightly back into things.
Yeah.
Gotten a lot of love, especially for State of the Game, for example. People have been asking about that. All I can say, and you do the honors, sir? No, you do
Right.
the honors. Is that State of the Game will be back. It's not going anywhere.
Thieves Den located? Where is it?
Where is it?
I see it on the map.
we
Someone
go.
was asking before, I think it was Boom Ali in chat, are there PC specification recommendations? They are already out.
Yep.
You guys did an article about that, right? and there was a video out about the PC spec recommendations, so you can go check that out too. So yes, they are out there. What?
We've unlocked the den, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll let you know. Yeah.
We're not allowed to go into it?
No, there's some sensitive dev stuff
Oh.
that we maybe need to, just chill on.
Okay, let's chill. Let's
Okay.
just find the entrance at least. You're on
It's
the
here.
You're there.
Yes. So we're just going
Didn't we
to
just leave
cut
this
away
place?
for a second, and we'll go inside, and then we'll be showing you what's inside.
Okay, so we're cutting away. So
All right,
where are
Ella,
we
let us
cutting
know when
away
we're
to?
okay. All right. Let's
Getting
go.
So dark. What are we showing on screen right now? Music and B-roll. Ooh.
All right.
Okay, so
You can let it. Oh, okay.
okay, we're back.
Wow, that was
back.
intense.
That was the most epic.
Wow.
thing. Okay, so this is one of the thieves' dens. It's very cozy. Looks
It
kinda
can't be
dirty on
that
the
top
ground.
secret. Oh, you don't know.
I'm not sure I'd like to
Better to be
hang
safe.
around here. Hey, guy.
What if it was like a whole, Snape kills Dumbledore type deal?
What?
Come on, the
What?
embargo on
What
Harry
did you
Potter
just do?
ended.
What did you just do?
Come on.
Snape kills Dumbledore.
I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry.
Somewhere out there, somebody didn't know that. Can we exit without you having to cut away? So. Okay, so
Let's just
we're
cut
gonna
away so we can.
But let's just look at this place. I just want to look at, because something like our world artists are. Oh, that hippo! I want that hippo.
I'm
so
really
bad in my
sorry.
life.
I'm really sorry.
Can we make?
I'm actually
Can we
lying.
make that plushie? Because I want it.
Miss Fig kills Dumbledore.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
let's
ready
go.
to leave. You're gonna cut away.
Just say when.
Okay. All right. So enjoy the B-roll, and the logo, I guess. We can't hear the music. Oh.
Oh, does chat like that music?
Do you have a microphone that chat actually picks up?
No.
Oh, are you? Oh, what does chat think about the music? I have no idea what's going on. I don't know how the setup looks. I don't know what you guys have been doing in here. I've been sitting here all day, and I have no clue what you guys have been doing.
Yeah, there's a lot of buttons and cables, and it's madness.
But yes, that's a good question though, because for chat as well, it feels a little bit self-indulgent, to be fair. But what do you guys think of our new table?
The table? That's really
the table.
That's the whole thing.
The couch is now in Hamish's office.
That's true.
He stole the couch. But what do you think about the table? What?
Yeah, play. Keep going.
But we're going. We're going. I just wanted to ask people what they thought about the table. I can't multitask. So we're gonna head to the DC62 plant. You want to head up to the let's head up to the mansions. What?
That is your punishment for standing still too long. I'm taking your shit.
Agent deceased.
Yes, I went rogue.
I felt so safe in your hands.
Dude.
All right, I'll see you at the mansions then.
Entering dark zone.
This is...
What? Yeah, you can.
This is rude.
Just find the music track in the audio mixer, the virtual one, and turn it right down. Whoa, whoa. Okay, fine. Fine.
Whoops. All right, are we good? I'm gonna secure your loot, because you can secure the loot so you can actually get it, or I can steal it. But I actually secured it now.
All right,
so
that's fair. I wasn't ready. You weren't ready. I think. All right, no, it's fine.
That was.
Yeah, extract.
All right, let's go extract like a team. I want to go to the mansions, but let's go extract first. So where's the extraction? Over there. We still don't know if Bruce is here or not. He's probably somewhere.
Yeah, he's still connected.
Oh, we're not in a group anymore, though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to get in the group again. I'm not sure how that works in this build. Is there anything?
I guess we have to go nearby because we don't have friends lists and stuff. Hang on. If you just don't kill me this time, I guess neither of us are rogue now.
I'll try not to.
All right, I'm coming to you.
Sabidine thinks we should go mansions, then extraction, as it's on the way. That's actually true. So I think we should head to the mansions first.
Okay, hang on. Whoa.
Okay. So can you invite me to a group?
Yep.
All right.
There you go. Let's go.
An agent has been promoted to team leader.
Where's the mansions? Where are the mansions?
An agent is
I am now team leader. Let's go.
Oh, we should have.
We're going to the south extraction. Let's go.
Okay. All right. You lead the way. Oh, you're the group leader, so you're the one who.
Yeah.
All right. Recruit the Zero. Bratzlin here. Good to have you here.
Hamish not using a sniper build? Yeah. It's not my choice. I would definitely just. Oh, Echo was up here.
What?
Oh, they went rogue.
Nearby agent has become rogue.
I'm getting hit by a drone.
Yep, drone.
Can you hit the drone?
I can't aim.
If you could hit the drone, that'd be great.
Shit.
Okay, I got the drone. And now I put a drone up.
Where's Bruce? Gotcha.
Get him. Okay.
Right, we got him. This looks uncomfortable.
All right. We are 300 meters away.
This is a perfect spot for him to get killed in.
Uh-oh.
In between a party meter and a taxi. Where do you go? All right. Let's see if we can.
I'm getting to that extraction.
I'm not sure. Are we extracting or are we hunting down Bruce? Because.
No, we gotta extract. I want to really show an extraction.
Now clap over his body. Sinister Sentry. Well, no.
Let's go this way. Look at the foliage. Damn. Like I said before, people, there's a lot of stuff turned off in this build. So some things are rendering nicely, some things not so much. Object detail is turned down to like 10%, like I mentioned before. So.
And also remember that any balance or anything you see in here is not final either.
Yes.
It's a development build, so.
But I would much rather that we show where, what a development build looks like than show nothing, because I think that's real cool. You get to see how the sausage is made, so to speak.
Exactly.
What's the video setting? The video setting is set to potato.
Potato.
We are 120 meters away.
Wait for me, Hamish.
I will wait for you.
I am afraid. There are rogues around. There are actually rogues around. Where'd you go?
I'm going up the ramp.
Oh, so you're up the ramp?
Yeah. I'll let you call in the extraction, or you can look at me and I'll call in the extraction.
Yeah, I'll wait for.
Just come meet me at the helipad.
Okay, let's go.
All right, you ready?
Okay, you do it.
Here we go. Boom.
I will look at you.
Patouche.
Extraction called.
Okay, so this is probably going to make a certain person come our way.
I guess so.
Yeah, somebody was asking about something specific, and that was also a dev build. Like everything is.
Everything. You can consider everything in here as a dev build.
Yes.
Because it is. Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Someone's underneath me.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
Extraction called for.
Chopper inbound at this time.
Where are they?
All right, coming in from
coming
the
in
west
more.
side.
Wow.
Extraction called.
Pickup on the way.
Where are they coming from?
Hilo almost at extraction zone.
All right. Can you look up in the sky and see where it's coming in from? I didn't see him yet.
Chopper inbound at this time.
Somewhere.
He's probably just going to pop in because it's a div build. We're just like, oh.
Oh, do we have him?
No.
No. Okay.
Wait, he's just gonna.
No,
here?
it's 2 seconds left. Hello, please.
What? What? Oh no, here he is.
There it is.
Hey.
I don't think I have any loot because I think you stole it.
Oh, I do. Do you want to see me put something on?
Yes, please put
Okay.
something on because yeah, you took my stuff.
Sorry.
There we go.
There we go.
30 seconds. We're leaving.
The car slide? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Can I do one of those? Oh. Let me see if I can pop a car slide. Are you,
You need to get the right kind of angle.
I guess you need to be sprinting as well.
There we go.
15 seconds left.
So nice.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, you need to be sprinting.
Damn, look at that. Alright. So our stuff's extracting. That's pretty cool.
Cut the
No,
rope.
we're in the same group. It's not gonna work.
No,
Cut
I
it,
wanna,
you won't.
I
Okay,
want
thanks,
to work
thanks.
with Tainted.
You
For
don't
now.
know. I've been listening to the new Bombshell Jackets podcast, Peter.
Oh.
There was a new one out yesterday. Yesterday or this morning? I don't know, time zones. It's real good. There's some
Nice.
theories in there that I quite like, which
Oh.
may or may not be wrong or right.
Oh. I'm gonna hammer
What?
fire.
Come on, I covered all my bases.
Sounds interesting.
But yeah, so go check out Bombshell Jackets podcast if you want a
Definitely
cool community-run podcast for the division.
Complete.
It's been
I would
around for a
recommend it.
long, long time.
So Peter, we
I
haven't
am
been-
really sad though, and I have to say this. I got a sticker from Tinks at E3.
Yeah.
I lost that sticker. I
Rude.
can't find it. I want to put it on my laptop. Tinks, please send me a new sticker. Thank you very much.
Can we head up here to the flooded mall?
Yes.
I don't think we've
I thought we
shown
were going
that
to the
part yet.
mansions.
To where?
I thought we were going to the mansions. You lead the way.
The mansions?
lead
Let's
the
go
way.
mansions. All right. Okay, we're going mansions.
I'm just
400
following you
meters.
now.
Again, I've never been there, so I don't know.
No, I can't find my way here.
Yes, look at this. Peter, you looking at me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ayo.
Oh my god. Mind blown.
The doors
So now
actually
we-
do have more polygons than that, just FYI, like I said. Object detail is turned down to like nothing here. So it's not just like every car is a CRX. Car jokes? No? Anyone?
I don't
All
get
right.
it. I don't get it.
All right.
Incoming cargo plane.
Oop. Might want to check out that later, but let's go to the mansions first. I love this place. It's so beautiful.
I love that this this whole deal just looks like really, really, really bad projectile vomit. like, like, I don't know.
That was, thank you for that.
I don't know that I believe the story
you.
that they, were trying to fight off the sickness by covering it up. I just feel like they got embarrassed with how sick they actually got with their weak constitutions and decided to like
Are these the kind
vomit
of theories?
and explosive diarrhea all over this city.
Are these the kind of
Is that okay?
theories we can expect from Bombshell Jackets, or?
No, their theories are way more off base than mine. It does look like that. I know, Bad Cow.
Oh, I see the drop coming. I see the drop coming, and kind of tempted.
Okay,
but
okay,
get
okay.
to
Let's
the-
let's focus on the DZ drop
Okay,
check
let-
parachutes then.
Okay, let's go there.
All right.
Okay, because we can see it from here. It's coming in. That river looks very accurate to how it is right now.
Oh, there was a different drop that way. There's one closer.
Oh, Tinks is in chat. Hi, Tinks.
Yeah, yeah.
Send me a sticker, please.
Why are the graphics such potato? Okay, I feel like we'll have to mention that a bit.
Okay.
This is a development build. Everything right now you see is turned down to. I'm gonna just be like blunt. It's turned down to potato for testing purposes. Like the big thing, object detail is turned down to 10 out of 100, which is basically turning it off. That's why things like Peter, come look at like these car doors and stuff. They are just literally they're simple polygons with none of.
What's a polygon?
What's it? Well, technically they're rendered as triangles. Game engines have changed.
So how would you describe that to me? You don't know nothing.
How would I describe a polygon?
No,
How do you-
how that affects the look of the game.
Oh, it just basically means that everything is simplified. So, like, we have things like LODs as well in the game, which is level of detail things. So when things are further away, they're set to basically render at really, really low level of detail. Imagine that basically everywhere.
Yes.
What's rendering? Look,
Well, we have.
All right. Yeah. Oh, okay, people here.
I'm so good with an assault rifle.
All right, my drone's doing its thing.
Oh, I'm dead.
Peter, what's your drone called? What would you call your drone?
My drone?
Yeah.
The dead drone.
Wow.
Can you?
I'd call mine Heather.
Help, please. Heather?
Yeah.
That's a good name. How come? There was Silent Hill love showing?
No, I just think it's a fierce name.
That's a fierce name. It's a good name.
I got you.
Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are they fighting zombies? Absolutely not.
Ooh.
Okay, so...
Is this a beta? No, this is not the beta. This is a development build. You can expect the beta build to be very different from this.
Droney McDrone face.
Droney McDrone face. Don't tempt me.
Okay, so let's steal this. We're gonna go rogue, but initiated. Is what it is.
Wow. Wow, dude. Hey, 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 hey.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Who's here? Oh no, that's the. I think that's the.
That's the
drop thing.
The drop exploding.
I was like, damn.
Okay, so we're still okay, right. We're trying to go to the mansions.
All right, should we
so
try
we
and
need
clear
to
our
go-
rogue? No, let's not try and clear our rogue. Let's go to the mansions. I want to show as much of this off as we can, so
Yes.
people
I have no idea how much time we
get to
have.
see a bunch of stuff. We don't. We have time to do
We
mansions,
have
and then I
time
think
to
we
do
got to run.
mansions.
Alt F4 is a new alt. Oh, sick! I'm just gonna do that on the stream. Alec, can you try Alt F4 and see what happens? That'd be cool.
What?
All right. I always forget to use my grenade launcher. I gotta. Oh, do you want? Okay, Peter, come chill here. I'm gonna grenade launch these dudes, and then we're gonna go. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Patonk.
Oh, that felt satisfying. Do I have any? Oh, I have one bolt for my crossbow, but they're all dead.
Yeah, I'm
so sorry, guys.
I splooshed them all.
Yep. All right.
Okay, I think we're gonna go around a little bit.
Let's do it. So I see some questions about the content of the beta, for example. We can't really comment on anything related to that right now. Just you know.
Yeah, soon enough.
Soon enough. We're only getting started. We're only getting started.
What that?
What? Can't go graffiti hunting.
Go graffitis?
I only get to wear one headphone because.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
What's going on?
Fan theory.
What?
Check out the building right there.
Oh.
Cleaners. I think you know, in this timeline they've reformed.
And they just decided to.
They started.
Let's stop this whole fire thing.
Small business, backbone of America.
We know everything about various forms of chemicals.
They were totally misunderstood in New York and decided to move to DC.
I think that's it.
And start their shirt laundry, dry cleaning, leatherwork, alterations business.
I think that's true.
Well,
I mean,
spoilers.
they look fairly spotless.
I mean, it didn't make the cut for the story trailer, but I mean, it probably should have.
Oh, Division asshole ahead.
I heard that too.
But where are you? Because I want to shoot you with I want to shoot somebody with a crossbow now.
It's this side job. Yeah.
We had no time for me.
Can I climb this fence? No.
No.
We can't climb the fence.
No.
All right,
Yeah, we could.
You could?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
I'll meet
probably
you in
gonna
there.
regret this decision.
I'll meet you in there. You do your worst.
Okay, okay, I'll get them. I think they are aware that we're
All right, I
here.
found another door I'm in.
I found some boxes.
Well, really, really great if one of us decided to equip Pulse, but let's not bother with that.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I
that
found a
was
bunch of
not it.
dudes in the back corner. They're not aggroed yet.
Not sure what that was.
Oh, now they are. Oh, let's go.
Wait, wait. Oh, dear. Oh, that guy's dead.
Oh,
Okay, I
I
really
gotta
wanna
use
shoot
my
with shot.
med kit. Armor kit now, right?
No, I missed the only bolt I had.
You missed the only...
I had one bolt, I think.
Oh, man.
No, I might have had two.
Petter gonna petter. Am I right?
Yep. Hey, Project. I'm so sorry that we don't look more chat, but it's kind of hectic.
It is kind of hectic.
Okay, I'm doing this big mistake, so...
Shit. Mag's empty.
Okay, so...
I'm fine.
I can't aim.
It's all right. It's all
No,
right.
no, no, no. Okay, so something...
Heather got this. Go, Heather.
Go, Heather. One thing that always gets me when I'm playing the Division 2 is you die faster.
He said she needs to die. Is he talking about Heather?
Maybe.
Rude. Rude.
Can you? The whole idea is that it's a cover-based shooter. Yes.
All right. Landmark is cleared. Detecting landmark. No! I want to see him bleed out.
Can you help? Call for help, please. Please help me.
Fine.
Oh, you're too nice.
Oh, debated.
You're too nice.
All right, no, okay.
But help me. Help me.
Too real? Too real? Whoa!
Oh, no, whoa, whoa.
What?
You took too long. You took too
Who blew
long.
us up? Oh, it was Echo. I think it's Bruce.
Was it Bruce? I'm trying to respond.
Oh, I'm dead. All right.
Ah.
I guess that's a very, very nice way to end this whole thing.
I guess it is.
I'm gonna go
hunt down Bruce.
Hunt down Bruce and punch him in the face.
I think there's some fruit in the kitchen. We can throw some fruit at him.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, we should raid Bruce.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for hanging out with us for another hour after the special report. And of course, thank you to everyone who was there for the special report. We're so happy, and I just need to say it again. We're so happy to be here.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
We're so happy to be streaming again. We'll be back. It's so great to sit here with you in the same room.
I'm rusty as hell, but it's fun. I can't wait to get back into it. If I can, but it's gonna be super good. I leave it there. When's the next time people can find stuff, or do they have to check out the socials to find out?
Check out the socials, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, etc. We'll be posting there. And I can't give you any date when State of the Game will return, but it will return. It's coming back. When you least know it, all of a sudden it's Thursday. There's a State of the Game. Not this Thursday.
Okay.
I realized how that sounded. Not this Thursday, but soon.
All right, we'll leave it there, and we'll transition to the end screen. But we'll see you all real soon, and have a good one. All right.
Bye. Bye.